We're good, we're good.
A windy night here in the city that never sleeps is the setting for this late night hoop Mountain West clash. It's the Rams versus the Rebels. CSU versus UNLV, both rolling the dice, hoping to hit the jackpot and come out of this Mountain West matchup victorious. Welcome up to the broadcast booth, Ricky Lust as your color commentator, joined by myself, Winter Columbus. Now, Ricky, these two teams, storied rivalry. It goes back all the way back into the 70s and the 60s. UNLV currently leading this one at a number of 45 wins and 23 losses. However, they're trying to get back. They went into Fort Collins, lost by 8 points. And now the Rams take the journey up to the what do you call the City of Lights, trying to hit lights out on this matchup. What are going to be some key games for the Rebels to get on that side of victory tonight?
Yeah, obviously, there's Trey Gibbs-Lawhorn. He's been the star of the team. Just dropped career high, 34, 36 points against Boise State the other night in an amazing comeback win. We're also going to need Tyron Jones to step it up as well. But the other player I think is going to be really big for the Rebels tonight, Kamani Hamilton. If he can stay out of foul trouble, I think the Rebs can come out of this game victorious.
And for the Rams, they want to come out of this one sweeping the season series. Who's going to be impactful for them tonight to make sure they go 2-0 against the Rebels?
Yeah, I think a big one is going to be Kerry Booth. He's the 6'10" forward, 215 pounds for the Rams. They're going to need his size out there tonight against the likes of Tyron Jones and Emmanuel Steffen in regards to getting rebounds. Also, Muniz leads the team in assists. He's going to need to get out there, pass the ball, get easy points, and just be a team player tonight.
So with that said, Kerry Booth, your impact player for Colorado State against that physical post defense. So let's get to the starters for Colorado State. Brandon Recksteiner starts at the 1. Jace Butler gets the start at the 2. Kerry Booth in there slotting at the 3. Kyle Jorgensen at the 4. And rounding out this Rams squad is Jevin Munoz. And for your Rebels, Trey Gibbs-Lawhorn. This kid is electric. He can hit from everywhere. Exactly plays into what Josh Bassett's trying to build here. He gets the start at the 1. Isaac Williamson, standout freshman, gets the start at the 2. Kamani Hamilton gets that, slots in at the 3. Walter Brown, the pro from New Zealand, gets the nod to start for the Rebel team today. And Emmanuel Steffen rounded out this fierce Rebel squad. So that means Tyron Jones, coming back from injury, was very impactful to get the win against Boise State. They were once down 32-9, claw all the way back in a tough road environment. And now they're looking to get another win on the board and try to get back into the Mountain West standings. I believe when they were playing San Diego State, they were playing for first place, and they've slipped a little now around that 6th spot. And so Josh Passer's been saying it, or was saying it all year, that it all comes down to conference play. And I'm sure he's thinking about the conference tournament now that we're pretty much there already. We're pretty much to March. I mean, it's pretty...
Well, we got 2 more weeks of February, a little less than 2 more weeks of February.
And then we have March basketball.
Can't wait for some March basketball.
And so...
But having Tyron Jones come off the bench tonight, I like that. You know, when they were back here at home against San Jose State, they had Emmanuel Steffen in there, brought Tyron, I'm pretty sure, off the bench again. And they did great coming into the last half of that game.
So a good crowd here for UNLV tonight. But they average about 5,000 fans. Looks way smaller in this packed 19,000-seat arena, Thomas and Mack. But there's looked to be a good crowd, about 7,000, 8,000 here tonight.
Yeah,
course.
just imagine what that crowd was back in the 90s, 80s, 90s when we were booming. I mean,
19,000 strong. Of course, we look up to the banners. You see the national championships. You see the Elite Eights. And Josh Pastner been so adamant about, yes, we want to get back there, but it's step by step. We got to play the right way. We got to play with intensity. We got to play the way the fans want us to play, and that's diving on the floor. Every possession counts.
Exactly. There's a lot of really small details that go into being a championship level team. And honestly, we're not close right now. I mean, you can tell. But there's a lot of really, really small details that everybody has to chip in to be able to go all the way in March.
So the Rebels win the tip. And Drake Gibbs Lawhorn, the all-conference guard, will come back up. Now Walter Brown at the free throw. Kicks it out. Directing traffic is Lawhorn. Gets it into the freshman Isaac Williamson. Turns around. Can't hit the lay. And Emmanuel Steffen, they are calling for a review down there on the low block. Trying to get that missed shot by Isaac Williamson. And it'll be Rams ball. They start out with a defensive stop for on UNLV. Now Rams kicking the ball around. They're also about in that mid-tier of the Mountain West. All the way down the lane. And gets it in. Rex Steiner puts the Rams on the board first.
Yeah, it looked like the Rebels were running a little bit of a 3-2 zone there. They've been running a lot of zones the whole season. I don't know if that's the plan right off the bat, but
Monty Hamilton's right wing three does not go, and the Rebels can't corral it. So that's two defensive stops here for the Rams, and the crowd does not like that one. Already starting early here. We got a good little student section. I know I was just dissing the student section that.
I've seen better, but it's not terrible tonight. But I know Josh Pastner all season long has been preaching about these small mistakes, and we've already made a couple early in the game.
So Jorgensen on the left wing hits the three, but not before the foul is called. And we see Tyron Jones checking in.
Yeah, I mean, that freshman duo between Tyron Jones, Isaac Williamson has been amazing. I mean, it doesn't really show on the record as a team, but just them two as freshmen coming into this program and producing like they are, just imagine what they can do in the next 2-3 years in college. I can't wait to watch them develop.
Yeah, I mean, Tyron Jones just a real game changer. So that foul's going to be on Emmanuel Steffen. We're going to stay right here. They're reviewing to determine if it was not a flagrant foul. I know there's been a bunch of reviews. I mean, go back to the Fresno State game. I think we had 10+ flagrant foul reviews. So this will not be one of those. But I believe Emmanuel Steffen, with 3 plays in, he's already asked to review 2.
Yeah, I mean, you always have your review guy. Players always go up. When I was here watching against us play against San Jose State. I was right behind the bench. Players kept coming up, review. Every time the review coach said nope. So we'll see what happens here.
So 2-0 with 18:42 is your score here on the campus of UNLV. Rebels on a win streak. They've just been, they lost the one to Fresno State, but one against San Jose State, one against GCU, one against Boise State. They're in a 3-game heater, but let's see what the ref. Oh, there was a stop in the music. Thought we were gonna get the call.
Play a little bit of musical chairs maybe here. I don't know, but.
And so, like I said, they're on an absolute heater. This team can go on those types of runs.
Yeah, they're playing their best basketball right now, I would say.
And that's how you like it, playing your best basketball at March.
February.
So Jorgensen's left wing 3 will not count. Refs say he was not in the act of shooting while getting fouled, so it'll be side out Colorado State. but they're still up 2-0 with another possession trying to get in, and this crowd going crazy for Tyron Jones, hometown kid, and so impactful lately.
Yeah, although it's early in the game, those big not turnovers, but reviews are so key for the team's ability to just get back out there and get points.
So Jorgensen puts another one on the board. An easy pick and roll there from Rex Steiner to Jorgensen to put the Rams up 4 with just over 18 left to play. And earlier this one, Hamilton backing down. Left wing 3. Isaac Williamson's 3 does not go. Jones secures the rebound.
It's a great offensive.
Jones in the post. Has nowhere to go. Guarded by Booth. Now kicks it out to Williamson. Has to make a move. And a foul goes there in the act of shooting. So Williamson has the chance to put the scarlet and gray on the board for the first time tonight.
This is where the team has struggled all season long at the line. Don't have the great percentages from the line, and that has costed us a couple of games, whether in big ways and small ways. But as Isaac Williamson does there, he gets the Rebels on the board with his first made free throw.
The Rebels are actually top 25 in the nation of getting to the line. And then of course you gotta obviously hit the shots. They're not 20 or top 25 in that category, but in terms of getting to the line, one of the best teams in the nation. But you're also one of the best teams in the nation at committing fouls. I'm not sure that's a stat you want to be in.
You take some and you leave some.
Yeah, right. So Rams, after Isaac Williamson goes 2 for 2 from the line, trying to respond here. Another foul called, a push. Kamani Hamilton and Pastor looking down his bench, looking for anybody, just so short-handed lately. With the injuries of Lachi Dembele, Miles Shea. I mean, Howie Fleming had the flu last game. I mean, it's just been a whirlwind for the Rebels. And so Rams will try to operate on that response, and Tyron Jones with a...
That looked kind of rough, but it looks like he's getting up pretty good there. Looks fine.
Now here's exactly a play where Josh Pastor said yesterday that Tyron Jones is so hard to take off the floor, but against when they got their butt kicks against Wyoming, he said Tyron was just jumping without any regard and jumps again without any regard, just on everything.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the vertical to get up there and block shots and key moments like we've seen in the past.
It's got to be smart, though. That's all what Josh Pastner's about, is smart blocks. When he could do that, he's so impactful. And so...
And he gets up, gets hit, goes to the locker room, and then all of a sudden he's back on the floor. It's just awesome to see, again, a freshman like that be so committed to his team.
And so Drake Gibbs-Lawhorn is pressed by 2 Rams defenders and is fouled there at the half-court line.
Looked a little bit like our intramural game a couple weeks ago. Goodness. They were running full-court press on us very early in the game.
It's a competitive spirit all around Las Vegas, no matter if you're at the Runnin Rebels or at the Rebels.
The UNLV Rec Center.
Yeah, so... You're gonna get some physicality.
Oh yeah.
When you come down to Vegas. Speaking of physicality, another foul is called against the Rams. So it's 3 apiece. Already 6 fouls here in the first 6 fouls here between both teams in the first 6 minutes of the game. I feel like that's been their identity mostly this season.
I mean, yeah, we saw that very could have been. Not a foul, but with Kamani Hamilton earlier, cost them a couple plays, but another foul happens.
Drake Gibbs-Lawhorn gives the ball to Kamani Hamilton, trying to run a pick and roll, and just a little too pushy there. That looked like a little bit of a sell by Muniz. I mean, he's 6'6", 200 pounds. He's getting pushed around by a 6-foot guy, Maybe actually they get pushed, but it looks like a little bit of an acting job.
As Howard Fleming comes and checks into the game.
From Rio Grande Valley. Howie Fleming comes to UNLV, had a very impactful season, and Lawhorn just getting. Oh my goodness, Lawhorn
Slips there
on the defensive coverage, and Tyron Jones tries to
jump straight up, hand straight up, but I guess the ref saw a little bit more. I don't.
And partner, and the ref saw something there. Challenge by Josh Pastner.
Crowd's going insane.
On the replay board, it did look like Tyron Jones did play good defense, had those hands up, but the refs down there.
I guess the ref saw something we didn't.
So I believe there's a technical foul. I believe there's a technical foul on the floor as the Rams are shooting free throws right now. I'm not sure what the technical foul was, but Josh Pastner wanted to review it. Walter Brown coming in. So it was a technical foul on UNLV. Josh Pastner getting in the ear of the refs. And gets called for the technical foul. Crucial points there. You don't want to mess it. If you want to start hard, you want to start fast. That's anything but the Rebels are doing, and I don't know if my eyes aren't working, partner, but that's the 16 fouls for the Rebels.
We just had 3 a second ago.
And so the foul comes back. The foul that Josh Pastner originally was trying to challenge comes back as negative, so he loses his challenge, and the Rams go to the line, making 2 of their 2 last free throws, and he goes 2 for 2 again. So the technicals and the normal shot fouled free throws go down 4 for 4 from Colorado State. 11-2 here at the Jerry Tarkanian court with 16 minutes left to go. Lawhorn chucks up a left wing 3 and buckets for Trey Gibbs. Lawhorn trying to get this team back into it. He's hyped up.
He is the life of this team right now, these past couple games on this win streak. You love to see him getting hot, and making that 3 is huge right now.
So Walter Brown gets the steal. Rebels are so dangerous when they have momentum. This crowd gonna go crazy. Hop step and a jump for Lawhorn, and can't get it to go. And I believe.
Hey, I know Josh Pastner instills in these guys hustle, hustle, hustle. There's a reason why we're named the Runnin Rebels. That's exactly what we need to see out of them. We had Lawhorn come in after laying it up, trying to tip it back to our guys. Didn't get it in time, but that's exactly the hustle that Josh Pastner likes to see out of his guys.
So don't go anywhere. More Runnin Rebel actions on the way. 11-5 early here. Rams lead with 15:35 left to go. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Welcome back to Las Vegas. 11-5 is your score. If you're just joining us, already 16 fouls for the Rebels, which is a technical foul for Josh Pastor, and a bunch of shooting fouls for the Rebels have led to this deficit already. Colorado State trying to convert on those mistakes here. Kicking the ball all around the horn. Now it's Booth down there in the low block, working on Brown. Turn around off the post. Not going to go. Booth can't hit, and the Rebels got to bring that ball up.
Yeah, big defensive stop right there from Brown. The size difference there is pretty immense. So being able to stick his ground there and get that stop is awesome.
Walter Brown trying to find anybody, finds Lawhorn. Lawhorn has 8. Pulls up a 3. Bullseye for Gibbs Lawhorn. That's 2 threes. Has completely instilled the life into this team in this game. Rebels now only down by 3 with 14:30, left to go.
Yeah, after watching that Boise State game, I would not count the Rebels out of any game. They were down, what was it, 32-9 in the first half?
Kamani Hamilton comes up with a block. There's the stoppage of play on the other end. It's going to be a foul on Isaac Williamson, or Walter Brown, excuse me. The ref was holding up a 2. I jumped the gun there. So that's
to be another one on.
It's going to be on Walter Brown for the Rebels. So that's going to be their 7th team foul partner, which means the Rams, every time they're going to get fouled, they're going to go to the line. 14 minutes left in this ball game.
I don't remember the last time the Rams actually took a shot, not from the line.
It's been a while. The last time they shot a shot, besides the one that Kamani Hamilton just blocked and got called for a foul. I mean, the UNLV's on a 6-0 run, and Rams haven't scored in 2 minutes and counting. And Josh Pastor's got to be careful not to get a second technical. Goes all the way out, basically to the top of the key.
You've seen that all year from him. He gets very vocal out there with the refs. But a lot of he knows a lot of these refs as well. So it's kind of hard to distinguish what he's doing there. But I think obviously right now he's a little mad,
He's got to be careful.
Exactly.
This team needs him. And
we do not want him to get kicked out of this game.
He's already got one. He's already got one. And so Rams shooting from the line. Just in the single bonus. So if they miss the first and Rebels get the rebound, they're free to come down the court. 10 is where, it changes where it's a double bonus no matter what. But it seems doesn't really matter for Jorgensen as he goes 2 for 2 from the line, extending this CSU lead to 5 points. Now Williamson at the top of the logo. There's kicks at the Lawhorn at the same spot, but just to his right. Kicking the ball around. Fleming down the lane. Good pass to Brown, who finishes the layup. And a 3-point deficit is all that stands in between these two conference foes.
Yeah, being able to Fleming driving to the, oh my gosh.
And Butler takes a tumble. They're going to say that's on Howie Fleming Jr. 8th team foul. They're counting. I mean, okay. The refs calling a good one here, or calling a.
Who was that on, Fleming?
That was on Fleming. So Butler will go to the line for the Rams. It's going to be hard to especially lead in the half. And does it? Jace Butler goes 1 for 1, goes 0 for 1. And Lawhorn all alone down the lane. Can't get it to go. And the crowd does not like that one. I mean, you could probably hear the boos from the line. I mean, Partner, here's what I want. Call the game how you're going to call it both ways.
Exactly.
To me, it looks like Lawhorn got smacked on the arm there. No call from the refs. I'm sure, obviously, they can see better than I can up here in the booth.
Yeah, the crowd was not liking that. They agreed. If you're going to call the game one way, call it both ways.
Air ball for the Rams. And Kamani Hamilton's going to be fouled. And I credit the refs because they go down. They probably missed Trey Gibbs' Lawhorn foul. They go down. Memba's being a little physical with Kamani Hamilton, and they call it. So credit to the refs for, you hear the refs you suck chant, which we don't condone at all. We admire these refs for the work they do here, but
hey, as the old saying goes, ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie.
And that has been proven the last 2 possessions for the Rams.
So 12 fouls here for both teams, combined, I should say. 8 for the Rebels, 4 for the Rams, and just a 3-point lead. It's the dangerous Lawhorn on the right wing, working it. And Williamson's going to get fouled there in the left short corner.
Great cut there by Walter Brown from the dead side. Just cutting over, giving Williamson the room to get his one-on-one matchup there, and then we get a foul. So just another opportunity to get some points on the board here.
So Jorgensen will be called, or Rechsteiner, excuse me, will be called for that. And Kamani Hamilton now gets that inbound pass into Walter Brown. He's in the post. Turnaround J for Walter. And that one goes in for Walter Brown.
Hey, there's my signature move there that I never make, but it seems like Walter Brown loves to make.
In the Rebel Rec Gym, always that go-to fadeaway. Walter Brown might be a little better than you, partner. I'm not going to lie, especially in his current form.
Oh, yeah.
But I believe he just got called for his second personal of the game. He's just trying to play the best defense he can there on the top of the key near the right wing.
Shuffling right and left, hands up. But
refs see something.
Gets a little too physical there probably.
Yep, so Jacob Benarby will be coming in for Walter Brown. Rams at the line. One more foul, and they're in the double bonus. So it will be number 11, and misses it for him. Caillou Duelis for the Rams. Missed that one. And now the Rebels have their chance to tie it up. Or take the lead, excuse me. Howie Fleming down there from the left block. Off the glass, but the rebound by Kamani Hamilton goes up and in. And the Rebels have the first lead of the night.
Great spatial awareness there from Kamani Hamilton, knowing that Fleming's driving to the basket, being able to have a help side there, get the rebound, put it back up. Now we've got the lead.
Moving the ball around. Rebels have to be careful not to foul here. One more from the double bonus. Rechsteiner kicking the ball around. Open three for the Rams, not going to go. Kamani Hamilton with the put. And Butler with that one. Lawhorn from the right wing. Down the hatch.
Right in the face of the Rams.
A 9-0
what a
run.
shot.
A 9-0 run here for the Rebels. Thomas and Mack has come alive. Dre Gibbs Lawhorn playing physical defense. Smacking the ground. The Rebel chants coming alive. And the Rams can do nothing but look on. Bemba trying to respond. Does not. Rashawn Bemba offline from the left wing. Rebels have the chance to take the bigger lead than they already have. Williamson fakes a three and gets fouled. What a sequence of events, partner. A 9-0 run from the Rebels. What have you seen from this run that sparks this for the Scarlet and Gray?
Take away all these fouls. When they don't foul, they play great defense.
So basically, I mean, they're doing a great job on defense, like you said, partner. 17-3. 11 minutes to go left in this one.
Sorry about that. We had some fans up here wanting to know where to listen to the broadcast. But
you know, we're always happy to share the broadcast.
Just caught us a little off guard there. But yeah, when they're not fouling, they play amazing defense. And we need to keep that going, play good defense, and then transition it back down offensively. I mean, like I said earlier, Josh Pastner, he told the guys, we call the Runnin Rebels for a reason. Every time we get a rebound, we're passing it down court, trying to get as many, I wouldn't say free opportunities, but better looks than we would get if we were all 10 players were set.
So timeout on the floor. UNLV leads at 17-13. 10:54 left to go in the first here on UNLV Student Broadcasting. One breaks over. It's game time again here in the city that never sleeps.
9-0 run for the Rebels in the last 3 minutes. 0-5 from the last 3 minutes for, no, actually not last 3, last 5 field goal attempts for the Rams. They're 0-5, and we've just been playing some great defense despite these fouls, but we'll get back into the game.
Williamson takes a shoulder bump, air ball floater out to Howie Fleming. He fakes the three in the post, and a shot clock violation for Jacob Benarby. Not really his fault. I mean, Howie Fleming thought he was going to put it up.
Just had a couple more defenders than he would have liked in that situation.
And a wide open down the lane cut goes for Jace Butler. Cuts this Rebel lead down to 2. And that's why you take the timeout, stops the momentum, stops the bleeding a little. Rams can recoup and think of what they're going to do next, and so...
Yeah, Butler, pretty key player for the Rams. I mean, his freshman season he was at Washington, averaged 10 points there. He's going to be really
Fleming shoots a top of the key 3. That does not go, so the Rams and Jace Butler will be on the offense. What were you saying, partner? Sorry.
Well, I was just mentioning how much of a key player Butler's going to need to be for the Rams this year. Again, averaged 10 points in Washington his freshman season.
That was a little tough move from Recksteiner there at the left elbow. Fakes the shot at the elbow and then does like a little hop step. 3 for Lawhorn, just offline. Benarby captures the rebound. And a foul there on Colorado State. So now both teams are in the bonus with just under 10 minutes left to go. 9:24 to be exact. And Al Green and Tyron Jones coming in, replacing Kamani Hamilton and Isaac Williamson. So Jacob Barnaby, excuse me. I always get that messed up. Barnaby from Anchorage, Alaska, comes over here for the last staff of the Rebels. Doesn't see much playing time, but then decides to stay with Josh Passer and seeing an increase in minutes. I think that he's glad he stayed and that he really loves it here in Vegas. Being that from Anchorage, he I believe he went to high school here for maybe 1 year or two.
He's just been a great pop-in player, popping in here, there. He's going to get you the results that you want from him, and just be an all-around team player. 1 for 2 from the line. Excuse me, Lawhorn playing fierce defense, poked away by Benarby. Tyra Jones with the help defense, and just jumping too early. Seemed like he wanted to stay on the ground there, but on that second pump fake, he jumped a little early. But
so Rams retake the lead. Benarby down the lead, almost baptizes a man, but CSU recovers. Now they are on the offensive. A step back, Jay. Oh my goodness, that was filthy. From Brandon Recksteiner, hit him with the little 1-2 crossover, step back into a butter jumper. Recksteiner, there is a foul on the floor, but it will not be on the shot of Recksteiner. It was in the low block, trying to secure the rebound. That's going to be on Benarby. So Rashawn Memba will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. And this kid, Bemba, he's just an absolute freak of nature from Vienna, Australia, sitting at 6'7", 250 pounds. That is a tank. And I feel like Colorado State always gets them types of players, especially with him, with David Roddy, you think, played football and basketball. They got another one in Rashawn Bemba, so
yeah, he may not be the tallest guy on the team, but he is the biggest guy on the team. And playing against some of these guys like Tyron Jones and Emmanuel Steffen, he's going to need that extra to him to be able to box them out and get those boards.
So goes 0 for 1 from the line. 22-18 is your score. With just under 9 minutes left to go. Lawhorn dicing up the defense, finds an open man. Rebels kicking it around the horn. Lots of time still left on the shot clock. Lawhorn, snatch. Fleming fakes a 3 from the left corner in the post. And he gets fouled. Fleming gonna go to the line to shoot 2. Just trying to make this a 1-possession game.
I love the ball movement we just saw. Growing up, I was still, if you keep moving the ball, you're going to find an open shot.
The open man is the go-to man.
Exactly. So right there, kept moving the ball around, found Fleming wide open in the corner, had a little pump fake, drive the basket, and then obviously got fouled on the way.
Fleming can't hit his first one. Gonna take a minute to talk to Gibbs Lawhorn and recapture himself, trying to hit this second one to make it a 3-point game. Rebels, no points in the last 3 minutes, 21 seconds. Fleming, pure from 15 feet, goes 1 for 1. I keep saying that, 1 for 1. I'm talking about 1 for 2, excuse me.
Yeah, in those type of situations, a close game, less than 10 minutes left in the half, you kind of got to take those moments, calm down that heart rate.
Recksteiner, 3 is offline. And the Rebels pushing the pace here. Al Green, the one pulling the cords. Now gets it to Tyron Jones, working on the smaller Recksteiner. Trying to get it to Kamani Hamilton. That's no good. Hamilton's outlet pass, Fleming. Fleming in the post, off the glass. And down the hatch for Howie Fleming. 1-point game here at Thomas and Mack. Colorado State just barely beating the Rebels with 7:20 left to go.
Tween from Fleming there. She's been trying that pretty much all game. Hasn't really gotten anybody to fight, but obviously gets somebody to fight. Goes in, gets the open lay.
So a foul here on Gibbs Lawhorn. will be his second foul. We've seen.
I feel like every other word's foul here tonight so far.
We've seen 18 fouls here just in 13 minutes of play by both teams. So Lawhorn gonna have to be careful not to pick up his third personal just in the first half. We saw early in that Fresno State game, picked up a couple early ones, and ultimately couldn't play the overtime of the game. Only like 5 players there. And so this team needs to be more smart about who they're fouling. Anyway, we're going to go to the break. 22-21. Colorado State leads it in Vegas. So welcome back. Didn't miss a lot during the timeout, but Colorado State will be at the line. Misses the first one, trying to make this a 3-point game. Just a reminder to the fans and to you, partner, he misses this one. Whole arena gets tater tots, courtesy of Parkway Tavern. Second shot goes up, and it goes down. So no tater tots will be handed out, at least for now. We could see some in the later in the game. The fans always get rowdy for tots.
They want free tots, and I don't blame them.
I don't blame them. I want free tots.
Everybody wants free tots.
Come on to Hamilton there at the left block. Working on his man, that's Bemba. Turnaround Jay. Not going to go for Kamani Hamilton, and now Green secures the rebound. He's going to be fouled. Al Green will go to the line for 2. Loose ball foul goes on CSU. 9th team foul for the Rams. That's going to go on Slater. That's his first. So Al Green can tie the game if he goes 2 for 2 here. No announcers jigs, please. Down the hatch.
We're good. We're halfway there.
We're halfway there to beat the announcers jigs. So Al Green, shot goes up, shot goes down. We're all tied.
No announcers jigs. Let's go.
Always nice when you don't feel like you have an impact on the game, right?
Speaking of impact, Drake Gibbs Longhorns out the game right now.
Yeah, they're going to have to find some points without him.
2
Bemba.
big fouls early in the game,
Bemba just takes a slip And Kamani Hamilton, excuse me, is going to be called for the foul. Kamani Hamilton, let's see on the big board. And the crowd doesn't like it here.
The crowd is getting active out here tonight in the Thompson match.
We'll tell you what we see. We saw Kamani Hamilton's shoulder on the back of Bemba there in the low block. Did look like a slight push.
Puts his hand straight up though, and then
Bemba kind of sells the foul.
Slips a little bit, looks like as well.
And so I did see some illegal contact there from Kamani Hamilton. Tries to get away with it, but refs see it. Bemba hits the first.
Check.
So Bemba goes 2 for 2 from the line. Duke Williamson kicking the ball around. Now to Kamani Hamilton. Hamilton kicks it. Williamson in the lane. Al Green, corner 3. And Colorado State going to be called for that foul again. So UNLV will go back to the line, partner.
Tied at 10 apiece for both the Reds and the Rams.
Reds in the double bonus. Tyron Jones shooting 2. Jones's first one is offline. So this will remain at a 2-point lead for the Rams. In the double bonus, Tyron Jones shooting. Jones can't hit again, so he's going to go 0 for 2 from the line. And Rams retain their 2-point lead. They're pushing the pace. And almost a travel call there called on Japa. Or that was Munoz, excuse me. Now Bemba from the top of the key. Kicks it to Munoz with a long-range 3. Buckets. Muniz with a 3 to silence the crowd, and a 5-point lead here in the Thompson Mac. Tyron Jones still scoreless in this first one. Al Green working on his man. Out to Williamson. Fakes a 3 in the post. Back to Al Green in the left wing. Not gonna go. Al Green's 3 from the left cannot hit. And the Revs struggling to find a bucket here. 1 for their last 8.
Couple wide open options right there from Williamson. He could have driven in, gone up for the layup, got up for the midi there. Decided to pass it out to Green for the 3. But, you know, if you're in that situation, you got to make that shot.
So Muniz hits a little tough one-legged fadeaway from that post right around the Mountain West logo, just below the free throw line. And it puts this lead at 7. Jones slips. Campbellton, corner 3. Can't hit. Rebels 1 for 9. Josh Pastor's got to think about a timeout if they score here.
He's got 3 guys ready to check in whenever.
Bemba in the post, gets a man up in the air, and Josh Pastor will call the timeout. So Rams go on a little run. They're up by 9. We'll be back after this. Hello and welcome back to the Thomas and Mack Center. If you're just joining us, it's been a back and forth game. 9-0 run and then answered back. Lawhorn from the top of the key. Can't hit again. And Rams all alone. Nunez with the dunk. So, as I was saying, the Rebels went on a run, a 9-0 run to tie this one up.
Now the Rams are on an 11-0 run. It's just that there could have been a little better. We just ran into each other, let the Rams get a wide open layup. But you know, again, little mistakes. We got to check those and get back better.
So speaking of layup, Bernardi is going to try to go for a driving layup. He's going to be fouled by the CSU Rams. Both teams at 10+ fouls now. Double bonus territory. Jacob to the line. And misses the first one. Rebels have not been very efficient from the line tonight. An 11-1 run in the last 2:58. UNLV shooting just 32% from the field compared to the Colorado State 65%. Rebels shooting a crisp 7 for 12 from the line. Passer's gonna want to emphasize that in the break, trying to get those numbers up. Free throws are where you win the game, especially if you're UNLV and you get to the line. So a stoppage of play here, and looks like it's going to be on Bernardi. I believe it's going to be his third foul? Second foul, excuse me. So second foul for Jacob. It's going to be an offensive foul this time. So Rashawn Bemba back to the line.
Anyways, like you were saying, top 25 team getting to the line, but not top 25 team making those extra points for the Rebels. Especially in a game like this, less than 5 minutes to go, 3 minutes and 24 seconds to be exact. You need to be making those extra points down the stretch here. Although, yes, you have another half, but you got to be making those down the stretch.
So Bemba goes 2 for 2 from the line, sends this Ram lead to 12. Gives Longhorn probably has something to say about that, as he's trying to get his guys back into this one. Can't corral the pass, but gets it back. He has 6 seconds, trying to shivvy a man. Step back from the left wing. For Dre. And that was just an ultimate. Hey Dre, go get a bucket. We need you here, pal. And cuts his lead down to 9 with 2 minutes left to go. Bemba can't corral it. And Walter Brown dying on the floor, but the rest say it goes out of bounds.
Exactly. What was it? Almost 3 minutes. The Rams were on their run. Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn was not in the game, and obviously put him back in the game. Immediate impact there with the nice crossover within last 5 seconds of the shot clock to be able to put that clutch 3 up, putting us clutch 2. Sorry, my bad. To put us within 10.
And these shots have just looked so easy for the Rams tonight. Another easy shot goes in for Munoz. And it's been a tough sledding for the Rebels. And Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn can't corral the ball. And Isaac Williamson, the only Rebel back, and tries his best, but a putback dunk goes for the Rams, and UNLV looks they just look sloppy here.
We got to slow it down, get a play going.
Right wing 3 goes for Kamani Hamilton. He will go to the line. Potential 4-point play. And maybe that's the spark they need. And maybe this is another spark in Tyron Jones. Still scoreless for the day. No blocks either. So and he was once the league leader in the Mountain West in blocks per game. Kamani Hamilton will try to convert on this 4-point play. He's just got a spark, and maybe Tyron Jones can get involved too, as the Rebels try to end this half on a good note, down by 9, just under 2 minutes left to go.
Exactly. If that starts to spark, and we can get something rolling here the last minute 45, get within 5, going into half, come back, I think we've got a good chance here.
And Munoz just with this fundamental greatness. And then Walter Brown gives up the pass. And oh my gosh, can we just talk about what just happened? Munoz down in the lane. This is something you see from Hakeem. I mean, the dream shake, fakes one, gets Walter Brown up in the air. You have the shrieking Isaac Williamson coming across the lane, fakes Isaac, and then goes up with a shot fake, and then gets the ball inside and off the glass. Good. Then Walter Brown's like, okay, I just maybe got scored on, turns the ball over, and commits the foul to send the Rams back to the line. That's a great sequence for the Rams. It just seems like they have UNLV's number this half.
Yeah, right now every mistake happening is just a mental error. Obviously you could be exhausted. That's going to give you some errors, but that right there, you gotta, especially coming down the stretch, like I've said, you gotta have key plays, gotta have the opportunities, and that was just a minor mental mistake that I'm sure they're going to go into halftime trying to fix.
Rebels, like I said, trying to get this half on a good note. Jones. Oh, it's going to be a hard foul there. That's going to be on Dennis Slater. Jones was going for his coveted hop step. Or patented, excuse me. That's the word I was looking for.
His signature hop step.
In my encyclopedia mind. The hop step, Jones holding that right hand. Looks to be a little shaken up here. 0 for 2 in his last trip. And Josh Pastor gonna be, Tyron Jones looks to have a little limp.
Looks like he waved off passers there saying he's good. I mean, like we talked about earlier, this kid's tough. He's gonna get knocked down like he has in the past, and he's just gonna keep on getting up, keep on providing for the team, and that's exactly what we need.
So Tyron Jones waves off Josh Pastor saying, "Hey, I'm good, coach. Trust me, I got this.
Keep me in the game."
And hits his first free throw. He goes 2 for 2. Tyron Jones. Maybe the sign of a new day, a new Tyron Jones this game with his first points on the board. 44-33, Rams lead. Now Bemba kicks it to Munoz. Step back three, top of the key, and just buckets for Jevin Munoz.
Like I said earlier, he's been the team leader in assists. I did not expect him to come out here and just splash all these threes out here on us. I expected him to pass it around for his teammates to splash all these threes. But
responds with a three of his own.
It's timeout called.
Stoppage to play here. Gibbs Loudhorn was chirping at the ref. So UNLV wants to talk things over, trying to go into the half on a positive note. 35 seconds left, 47-36, Ricky. If you were in the huddle drawing up a play right now, it could be defensive or offensive, what would you say? Would you give it back to Drake Gibbs Loudhorn, or would you try to get Tyron more involved?
I think that connection between the both of them, Gibbs Loudhorn and Tyron, that connection's been insane the whole season. And I would just say, if I'm Josh Pastor right now, I would say keep it cool, calm, and collected. We're out here making these very simple mistakes that can be easily avoided if we just keep it cool, calm, and collected. So I would just tell him, give the ball to Dre, have him walk it down the court, and set up a play where we, cut in from the dead side, give him some of that room over there, pass it out over to see if we can get Tyron to post somebody up in the post, get that hop step in, and get him going here. I mean, obviously, Dre Gibbs, Longhorn, already getting it going, but we need Tyron in there too.
So before that can happen, Colorado State will have a chance to extend this lead. About a 4-second shot clock to game clock difference. Colorado State looking to drain every possible second off here as just stands at the logo, guarded by Howie Fleming. Already hit a step back three today. Switches on. Booth with a wing three. Not gonna go. And 3 seconds. Runnin Rebel basketball. Rams poke it out of bounds. And so let's see if they go to Dre Gibbs Loudhorn. Trying to hit it here. Rams gonna look to full court press it. 3 seconds left. They go to Isaac Woods, and Isaac all the way at the logo.
Logo 3! What a way to end the half there. Get them rolling into halftime, get them in the locker room, and just, again, like I said, keep it cool, calm, and collected going into the second half.
47-39, Colorado State leads it, but UNLV has some fight in them. Come back after the half. Find who will win this late night Mountain West game. We'll be back. Test, test, test. 1, 2, test, test, test. Test, 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 test.
Test, 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 test.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Test, test, test.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Welcome back from the half, where Columbus joined by Ricky Lust. You're just joining us, CSU out to an early halftime lead. There was a bunch of fouls in the first half, 47-39 off of Isaac Williamson early play. And a clean strip by Kamani Hamilton starts us off. Fleming fakes the three in there to Tyron Jones out in the right block. Fakes one off the glass and good. Tyron Jones maybe getting his start he needed here in the second half.
Exactly. We were just talking about it earlier. He got that big he fell pretty hard as easy drive to the basket there for the Rams. But he fell pretty hard earlier in the game, looked a little hurt, waved off passer, made his 2 free throws, and then obviously now he's starting to get a little more into the game there with that nice lay.
Lawhorn's reverse layup does not go. Trying to respond back with a reverse layup of his own. And it doesn't go. Booth driving on Tyron Jones in the low block. I don't know if that was tipped by oh my gosh, excuse me. Tipped by Tyron Jones and a dunk by Tyron Jones.
I think he's starting to get a little bit more into this game here.
Has the really good defensive effort there down in the low block against Booth. Comes down with a transition bucket there. He's getting his work on. And a foul on the floor. Jace Butler had a head of steam trying to get the rebound there, and that's
a little
gonna
too much
go
contact
on the Rebels and Isaac Williamson. Their first foul here. So Rams find the easy pass, and it goes the Rebels' way. Runnin' Rebel basketball. The refs are talking down there. The other refs making sure they get the call right. The refs say they do, and so you always love refs checking refs, keeping them in line. You know, it's a democracy out here. Got to keep each other in line, and
exactly. You got to make sure everybody's on the same point as well, same paper.
Yeah, exactly. So good job by them to get that call right, and the Rebels have the ball. Hamilton down the lane. Oh, and just spins out.
Barely.
Oh,
barely
that was an unlucky bounce
comes out of the
Kamari
rim
Hamilton
there.
as he slaps his side, thinking, "Oh my gosh, that was an easy one." And they need all the points they can get. Down by 6.
Yeah, they got to capitalize on moments like that. He had a wide open lane to the basket. A little bit of contact right when he jumped, but you got to capitalize on that. That should have been a made shot there.
Muniz in the lane, in the post, kicks it out to the 3, off the glass. Muniz gets the rebound, and then kicks it out again. Tyron Jones can't get his hands on it, and Rechsteiner getting the easy bucket in the post. Now Fleming is going to push the pace. Backing down the smaller Rechsteiner in the post, trying to get a bounce pass to Tyron Jones, but he can't corral it, and the Rams have the ball going the other way. Rechsteiner gets it into Muniz. And they're going to try to push it down to the post with Jorgensen. Blocked away by Tyron Jones, and here comes Jones off the lane, guarded by Booth. And one for Tyron. Tyron Jones just with the ultimate poise, ultimate composure to get down the lane. A little left-handed reverse off the glass and one. Tough bucket for the young freshman.
Yeah, wasn't able to grab that bounce pass from Fleming in the earlier possession, but great job getting down the court, getting set on defense, and being able to pickpocket that pass from the Rams, and then transitioning down the court to get that nice contested reverse lay.
So Tyron Jones goes 1 for 1 from the line, makes it a 3-point play. Rebs just down 5 here. And I feel like all night we've seen those backdoor cuts from Colorado State. This time UNLV denies one, but they still have the ball in the post. Hamilton. They're going to kick it out. Muniz with a way off 3, and the Rebels have the chance to take the lead. Or not the lead, excuse me, but momentum. And Trey Gibbs Lawhorn converts on the opportunity for momentum and makes this just a one-possession game with 58-48, or 51-48, excuse me. Just over 16 minutes left to go.
Yeah, Rebs in man defense right
Another
now.
backdoor cut goes for the Rams. I mean, it's been backdoor cut after backdoor cut, and the Rebs just can't. They just don't know what's going on.
Early in the game, they were running zone, switched to man here. Had a couple good possessions, but with those backdoor cuts and these big bodies against our guards, it's going to be hard to keep with these guys when they start cutting.
Jones down the lane, and one for Tyrant again. T. Jones making his name known. Colorado State wants to talk it over, trying to stop Tyrant Jones, the momentum. 53-50. The hometown kid performing inside of the hometown crowd. Rebs with an opportunity to cut it to just 2. We'll be back after this. So if you're just joining us here, Tyrant Jones at the line, converting another and one back-to-back and one opportunities for the young freshman, and hits on the three-point opportunity. It makes this a 2-point deficit for the Rebs and a 2-point lead for the Rams.
Yeah, like we said earlier, it seems like Tyrant Jones has found his spark in this game. 4 for 4 on field goals. Looking like he's making his free throws as well. Just a player you want down the stretch.
Long-range 3 goes for Chase Butler, and any attempt the Revs have at getting back into this game, I feel like Colorado State's
they just keep coming and answering. They just keep answering with everything. Either a 3 or an open lay.
Hits Trey Gibbs Lawhorn, and he can't hit the left wing 3. So now Colorado State trying to push the pace, and Isaac Williamson going to be called for the foul. So Isaac Williamson picks up his second, third team foul on the day, or I should say in this half. So side out, Colorado State. Walter Brown looking to check in. Backdoor cut again. Tyron Jones can't get his hands enough in the air, and another one goes for Kyle Jorgensen.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one down the stretch to get back. Like we said earlier, as soon as the Rebels get something going, Colorado answers back right away. But hopefully something can happen.
Fleming almost loses it, gets it back. Now Lawhorn, 8 seconds left to go. Working, step back three. That's going to be an air ball.
Saw him make one of those earlier. Just can't get it down right there.
Walter Brown replaces Isaac Williamson. A 7-point lead for the Rams. 14:30 left to go here in Las Vegas. Trying to get back into the rankings. Trying to get back into the top of the Mountain West. Definitely need this one to do it. A three offline for Colorado State. And now the Rebs are going to push the pace. Hallie Fleming gets it into Tyra Jones. 4 for 4. And somehow doesn't get fouled there.
Looks like the ball bounced off of Hamilton's knee. It's going to be Rams ball. But great pressure there by Tyron, trying to get to the rim there, doing his jump step. Just can't get it done. Too many bodies on him, but...
And great patience from Colorado State to know that Tyron's on a little bit of a run here, and they could just kind of neutralize him on the fly without having to take the timeout. So shout out to Colorado State for making that adjustment. Now Lawhorn with the fierce defense. Another backdoor cut, but Darnell Slater doesn't get Memba off the lane, and that's just bad work from Rajon Memba.
Again, he's 6'7", 250 pounds. That's going to be a lot to take care of down in the paint there, and obviously it's been proven that.
And he's letting them know too. A little bit of trash talk to go with the
contested play.
With the little physical block play. Speaking of physical blocks plays, Kamani Hamilton with the play there. I mean, all these physical block plays. I mean, you think somebody's gonna start calling the police with these physical plays? I mean, these are getting pretty good. I like some physical basketball. 63-53, Colorado State leads here at the Thomas and Mack. The comeback attempt continues for UNLV, down by 7, and the clocks keep ticking away. Colorado State just with all the buckets and more. Home crowd trying to get the Rebels back into it. Now Bemba. Kamani Hamilton trying to stay strong in the post. A 3, not gonna go. But there's a foul on the floor. The Rebs just look defeated down there. I mean, come on,
yeah, they look a little exhausted.
Putting his hands on his hips, and Emmanuel Steffens is set to check back in. I mean, it's just been a
rough couple of minutes.
It's been a tough couple of minutes, but it's been a rough night. I mean, down by 7, you feel like you're in the game, and they just come back with backdoor pass, a 3, a foul, whatever. It's just like crush it. And then, speaking of, there's another backdoor pass. I mean, the Rebs are just not guarding under the basket tonight, which is not like them at all. They seem like I feel like they're one of the best in the Mountain West at that.
I think that's why Pastor brought in Stephen here to team up with Tyron down at the paint.
And commits a foul early.
Exactly.
So down and 15 foul. Trying to extend this Colorado State lead, misses that one. And could this be the chance for Tater Tots?
The fans are cheering. The fans want it like
right
always.
Into the teeth of the band. They're always fierce. So
they want their free tater tots.
Yadulas.
And they get them
for everybody. Parkway Tavern. This could be the spark of one of those Runnin Rebel leads. Let's see. The man to get it started might be Dre Gibbs Lawhorn, but kicks it out to Fleming. Now Tyron Jones calling for the ball. Gibbs Lawhorn on the right. Kicks it over to the corner. Jones with a three-pointer. And there's a reason that was one of his first attempted in the season. And another air ball. Oh my goodness. I will say there was a reason Tyron Jones does not shoot the 3, and he showed right there he had airballed it by long range, and then went out to Gibbs Lawhorn. He airballed it, and then Howie Fleming cleaned it up
puts
and
it back up. Like,
put a little 2 up there. Colorado State with a 3, and that one goes like Slater with the ice in his veins. Gibbs Lawhorn. I mean, they just respond every single time down the floor.
Yeah, Slater, 5 points on the night.
Jeez.
5 for 6 from free throws. That was his first 3 of the night, and it came in a big way.
Can we talk about that Tyron Jones 3? I mean,
if you saw me here, I flew way back in my seat because I couldn't believe how badly he missed that.
That's one of his first attempted threes of the season, and I don't know if Pastor's going to like that one.
I would have jumped out of my seat if that splashed. I was actually more like crazy. Like my reaction for the Gibbs Lawhorn air ball. Granted, the air ball one earlier. Sometimes he gets a little bit excited and shoots these wild threes. But back-to-back air balls like that, luckily Fleming was down in the paint, able to get that rebound, put it back up. But hey, I guess Tyron was feeling himself tonight.
Yeah, 63-55. CSU's on a heater, 5 of their last 7. We'll be back after this short break. Thanks for sticking with us here on UNLV Student Broadcasting. The Colorado State with a commanding lead of 8 points. The UNLV obviously trying to cut that down. 11:25 left here to go.
They've got a chance. They just gotta lock in and be cool, calm, and collected, like I keep saying.
Fleming in the post, gets a man up in the air, and Fleming's 2 for 2 for his last 2. Lots of
his
twos there.
shiftiness with a couple of these big guys for Colorado, his shiftiness is really going to be key for him to get around into the paint and get some buckets.
So Rebels have to go on a lead here or have to go on a run here if they want any chance. And this one's still a lot of time.
They just can't get away from themselves. We don't want Colorado to go on another run here as they splash another 3.
Wow. Darnez Slater, I mean, this kid, every time, it doesn't matter if they just hit a big 3, a big dunk, he's going to come back in a tough mid-range pull-up. Jones, floater, I did not know Jones had that in his bag. It's a little
shimmy
fake, and a floater goes for Tyron. He's 6 for his last 8.
14 points on the night for him, 17 for Dre Gibbs, Lawhorn. Those are going to be the 2 guys you're going to want to give the ball to leading into the closing stretch of this game.
Oh, what a nice pass there. A 3. That goes, oh my goodness. Kerry Booth, I mean, it was Brandon Reckstein down there in the low block and a turnover by UNLV. They're pushing the pace. Memba. Wow. I mean, Colorado State just looks on a different level compared to UNLV.
Yeah,
UNLV's on a 3-game win streak with Boise State and with Jones in the post. It's good.
Hey, if I'm Josh Pastor, I'm telling everybody, give the ball to Tyron Jones. He's been great down the stretch so far. I also will probably call a timeout soon. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Everybody's got the same plan. Because right there, that was an easy turnover for the Rams.
Tyron Jones down the lane. Oh my gosh, with the steal, he's going to go to the line for 2. Going to take his time on the floor. So Booth picks up his 4th personal. 1 more, and he's gone. He just hit the 3 in the corner. This kid is 6'10", 215, hitting corner 3s. That's impressive from the kid from Inglewood, Colorado.
I did not know there was an Inglewood, Colorado. I've only heard of Inglewood, California.
Yeah, Inglewood, Colorado. I mean, funny enough, that's actually where my dad grew up. They went to the same high school, Cherry Creek. Shout out to Bruins. I know Kerry.
Small world.
Small world, right? I mean, Kerry Booth hits a 3, gets out of the game now.
Speaking of small world, what is it? Colorado's head coach, his mother was a volleyball coach?
Yes.
Here at UNLV?
Yes. Here at UNLV. That was...
I don't know. I saw it on our notes here.
We'll find it. But a player on Colorado State was their mother was the former head coach of the volleyball team. So you just got a bunch of connections as Tyron Jones hits that one to make it a 2 for 2 from the line. 2 for 2 from the line. Colorado State has to respond to all night. Recksteiner with a bomb 3, and it's buckets for Recksteiner. Just, oh my goodness, that brings Recksteiner up to 18, a 10-point lead. This is great offense from both teams.
Yep.
Lawhorn in the lane, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Colorado State comes up with it. That makes Lawhorn 6 for 15 on the day.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Rebs, we're going to have to start shooting 3s and making them.
Munoz hits a 3, and oh my gosh, Colorado State cannot miss. They're shooting 63% from the field, 41% from 3. This leads up to 13. Lawhorn's pass is deflected.
Come on,
Now
Tyron.
it's
Should've
Tyron
never
Jones in the lane. Gets it out to Walter Brown for three. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Misses it again. And oh my gosh. Goodness. The Rebs can't buy a bucket. And the store's open for free for Colorado State. They're getting anything they want.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate mental mistake. Story of the game for the Rebs, mental. Allowing them to shoot all these threes and making them down the stretch here. Both teams were once under 35% from the arc, beyond the arc today, and it's just come down to the last couple minutes where Colorado's gone crazy.
And Walter Brown has his hands on his head, and I feel like that's where we're all feeling here. 78-63. Colorado State, one of their best games of the year, comes against UNLV on the road. I mean, talk about efficiency. 28 for 44, 7 for their last 7. And we've been through breaks, we've been through everything, and they've just kept that intensity coming back with anything that UNLV responds. They can't get it going. So to see what happens in this late night hoop sesh between the Rebels and the Rams, come back after this. If you're just joining us here, the first half was a dogfight dominated by Colorado State. It's been more of the same here in the second half. The Scarlet and Gray Rebels find themselves down by 15 points here at 10:02 local time. Rex Steiner, it's just been lights out. Colorado State has just been lights out, shooting 41% on the, or shooting not 41%, excuse me, 64% from the field, 60% from the three.
64% field goal percentage, 41 from three.
Yeah, that's bounce pass, Lawhorn, and one. Lawhorn just trying anything.
At this point,
to
try anything, shoot anything. Got less than 7 minutes to go in the half. You're down.
You were down 15, now you're down 13.
At this point, just give it to your best players. Draw something up maybe, but I think the main thing is just minimize all those simple mental mistakes.
So Lawhorn, they have not committed as many fouls. We saw 20 plus at this time in the last half.
Just 5 for the Rebels and 4 for the Rams.
Just 9 total in this game. It's been a very disciplined half for both teams. So Rams kicking it around. Now driving into the post, backdoor cut. And another one goes for Kayadoulis.
Backdoor after backdoor.
Lawhorn with a tough lay. Cutting his way through the left wing. And down the lane, off the glass, down the hatch for Lawhorn. But can they stop this potent Colorado State offense? They've been. And another backdoor cut down the lane. And a fadeaway for Kyle Doulis. And I don't know what to say here, partner. I'm at a loss for words.
I'm very surprised there. The Colorado State just called that timeout, not UNLV. They're going on a little bit of a run here again, but yeah, I don't know what to say here. Every time the Rebels go down, make a point, like we've said earlier, Colorado just keeps answering. Whether it's a three, whether it's a backdoor cut, they keep doing it all night, and they won't stop.
Yeah. Backdoor cut after backdoor cut after backdoor cut after backdoor cut.
It's just working, so if it ain't broke, why fix it?
Yeah. UNLV has not made the proper adjustments to really combat that. And so just the passing from Colorado State has just been on par. They forced 12 turnovers for UNLV. And it's just been a have to forget for the Rebels in a game to absolutely remember for Colorado State. This has been one of their best games of the year, if not their best game of the year. Coming into a road environment and just putting business to work. Isaac Williamson directing traffic. We'll just get it back to Lawhorn. Lawhorn, Hamilton. Hamilton, Lawhorn. Stoppage of play. Colorado State. Jace Butler will pick up that one. 5th team foul. So side out UNLV. And we will reset here. Lawhorn cutting through the defense, gets it to Williamson. Williamson back to Lawhorn, all alone in the corner, and splashes the three. Now the lead is down to 11. 3 for their last 3 for the Rebels, but 9 for their last 9 for the Rams. Can they respond like they've done so well in the post? And I got a foul on Isaac Williamson. So his third personal foul.
Seemed like the fans were getting into that possession a little bit there. Thought they saw something maybe, but
I mean, I think they just want UNLV to come back.
Yeah. Fans are just gonna, disagree with everything the refs are saying now.
So Rex Steiner kicking it around. Now at the top for the Rams. Tyron Jones denies the backdoor pass. Down the lane, blocked by Tyron Jones, but nobody's there to clean up the rebound. And Rams just get an easy second chance point. 84-71. Lawhorn to Hamilton. He puts up a three. That one falls. Kamani Hamilton shoots a three. And I can almost assure you with how this game is gone, I think Colorado State's going to respond.
As a
three of their own. Does not go. And a foul there from Kyle Jorgensen. Loose ball foul. I mean, this efficiency is just great. I know we've touched on it so many times, but Colorado State, out of their last 12 shots, They have completed 10 of them, and anytime you do that and force 12 turnovers, you're set to blow a team out. And not quite a blowout here. Just a 10-point lead. Still have room to come back here for the Rebels, but it's going to be a tough one.
They're on a little bit of a run. I mean, they are 4 of 4 for their last 4 shots as they go 5 for 5 now with that another Kamani Hamilton layup there.
Down there in the low block. Gets a little English off the board.
But again, we got to get down faster and set our defense. And again, open 3 right there. Just decide not to take it.
Munoz decides not to hit the 3. He was wide open 3 for 4, but decides to pass it up. Gets it back. Now driving on the smaller Williamson. Down there in the short corner. Tyron Jones trying to put his hand up there. Fade away. Not going to go. Rams get their own rebound. Shot clock resets. Turnaround Jay. No good. Rams get their own rebound again.
Rams had the right idea. He just obviously get the rebound and slow it down there. The clock reset. See if they can get a playoff here, but
9 seconds for Reckensteiner. Poked away by Hamilton. He's working on Lawhorn. And another. Okay, Tyra Jones gets the rebound. He's going to push the pace down the lane. And one for Tyron Jones. Showing the muscle. It's definitely a close game here. 84-78. 7-0 run for the Rebels. Timeout. Media-related purposes. 2:47 left to go. Don't go anywhere. This game's not just over yet. The Rebels have life. Thanks for sticking with us here on UNLV Student Broadcasting. 7-0 run for the Rebels, capped off by an and one for the freshman from Vegas, Tyron Jones. 84-78, 2:49 left to go. Walter Brown gonna go to the start of the bench. Josh Pastor says check in. So Tyron Jones at the 1. Misses it. Can't hit the 3-point play. So just 2 goes for Tyron. That brings his total up to a crisp 20 points. And Gibbs Lawhorn with the momentum
Locking
play.
in on defense there. I was just about to say, this is still a winnable game. There's only 2 minutes, 38 seconds left, and they're only down 6.
Hey, the Rebels have played a good game from the offensive standpoint. I mean, of course, letting backdoor cuts, but they've been pretty good from the offense.
I mean, they're shooting 51% from field goals, but I mean, they're getting these. They're down the stretch. They're getting their extra chances a little bit.
Isaac Williamson with a lot just happened. So Isaac Williamson with not a great choice of a floater, and then the chase for the rebound. Believe that was Isaac trying to get his own rebound, and it goes off the foot of a Colorado State player. So UNLV will have possession.
These second chance opportunities are what they need to capitalize on.
Huge.
Coming down the stretch of a big game like this.
So
like you said,
Colorado State wants to review it. Coach Aleph Kamesh, excuse me if I mispronounced that, in his first season as a head coach, 7 seasons as a pro, knows what it takes for CSU to be great, was a part of that staff, you know, with Nick Clifford, that made a run to the tournament last year. The last couple years. Let's see on the big board if it is indeed off of Colorado State. And it looks like it's off the hand of Howie Fleming Jr.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not think it was the Runnin Rebels ball there, but.
So, like I said, good challenge by the first-year head coach. You know, CSU began in 1901. The team, when it was known as Colorado Agricultural College. Of course, UNLV just getting its start 50 years later in 1957. But it was also an inaugural member of the Mountain West Conference in, of course, 1999, in the 69th all-time meeting between UNLV and Colorado State,
where the Rebels lead all time, 45-23.
Yeah.
Obviously that went up after their last meeting, but for Colorado.
Yep. So third NCAA, like I mentioned, the coach right now knows what it takes to be a great program here at Colorado State. Last year they had their third NCAA tournament berth under Nico Medved. Colorado State defeated Memphis 78-70 in the round of 64, extending its winning streak to 11 games. Of course, they made the run in the Mountain West tournament, winning the entire thing. But then they lost to Dairy Queen in Maryland in a nail-biter 72-71. And they're looking to get back inside of that NCAA tournament bid. Likely won't make it this year, given they won't make a run in the tournament. But, you know, anything can happen when it comes to March. So refs taking their time, making sure they get this call right. And they're talking down there. I thought it was pretty clear that it was off of Howie Fleming Jr.
Yeah, not sure why it's taking a little bit for the refs to come to a conclusion here. Maybe, you know, there was something we didn't initially see, being pretty far away from the Jumbotron, and that they got their own monitors down there. But again, yeah, it looked like it was pretty much off of Howie Fleming's hand.
So the call.
The last time to touch the ball was UNLV playing.
So UNLV does. The challenge is successful for CSU's head coach. It was off UNLV, so the Rebels thought they had a possession. It's taken away. Now they got to get a defensive stop with 2:20 left to go. And the door is starting to shut here on a potential UNLV comeback.
Defensively, they've been pretty decent this last minute or two. So I wouldn't be surprised if they get something here.
So Tyron Jones will guard the inbound pass. with Howie Fleming and Kamani Hamilton guarding the basket down on the opposite end. Inbound pass comes. Gets it into Bemba. Bemba working it. Now Rams just taking their time. So good from the three all season. And all game long they have been. Bemba. Isaac Williamson trying to deny that pass. Bounce pass goes, and a good fundamental play for the Rams to get the play that's been working. Oh, now a little screen and roll in a bucket. Tyron Jones now in the short corner, just gonna kick it back to the PG. Lawhorn over to Williamson, fakes a three in the post and loses it. Another turnover for the Rebels. And this one looks pretty much over, my friend. 86-78 with 1:20 left to go. Josh Pastner still barking orders at his guys.
Colorado knows that the shot clock is their friend now, trying to get as much time off the clock as they can.
Step back jumper does not go for the Rams. Rebels can push the pace here. Lawhorn down the lane and gets it off the glass. UNLV wants to take a timeout. Down by 6, just under a minute left to go. So we'll be back after this break. Walter Brown going to set to check in. When we come back, Rebels versus Rams. Who will get this win in Mountain West play? So the comeback attempts continues for UNLV. Down 6, just under a minute to go. Rebels trying to force a turnover. Howie Fleming gets it. And the steal. Lawhorn now at the top. In the lane. Off the glass. Good for Dre. Rebels have life. Down by 4. 40 seconds left to go. Colorado State a little nervous there.
Fleming looking like a wide receiver out there, going up for the ball. What a scene there. And then obviously the off the backboard play there by Jared Gibbs Lawhorn.
So Colorado State wants to talk it over. 86-82. This home crowd is rocking here at the Thomas and Mack. 4-point lead for the Rebels when we come back. Thanks for sticking with us after that short break. 86-82. Colorado State leads it with 40 seconds left to go. Holly Fleming just intercepted a pass. So Colorado State trying to burn as much time as your shot clock. Pastor telling his team.
Krasner's pretty far out there on the court there.
Yeah.
All the way to the...
Tyron, I think he was telling him to intentionally foul.
Probably.
There, he was doing that sign for a long time. So Rams are going to go to the single bonus. Shooting one, Bemba set to check back in.
Yeah, Memba's going to have to be really big for the Rams these last 30 seconds. He's their big man right now. Try and limit the shots that they can the Runnin Rebels can get in the paint.
87-82. Muniz hits the first one. Trying to extend this Ram lead to 8. The second shot's up. It's off. 20 seconds left to go. Rebels have to push the pace. Lawhorn going down the lane is fouled. So he will go to the line for 2. Ernest Slater, team's 8th foul. And someone we haven't seen is Kerry Booth in a long time. After he picked up his 4th foul, I believe he was just going to be like, hey, you're sitting the bench the entire game. And Lawhorn, or the rest of the game, excuse me, Lawhorn is going to hit the first one as Rex Steiner comes back in for Bemba.
Unfortunately, not being able to convert on that floater there for Dre Gibbs Lawhorn.
That was Slater, excuse me, not Bemba.
Hopefully he can hit this right here. Bring it back to a 3-point game.
It is a 3-point game here. Isaac Williamson coming in. And Josh Pastor pump fakes Isaac Williamson coming in. Decides not to and goes with his team. 23 seconds left to go. Rebels down by 3. 87-84. Timeout, Colorado State. 16 seconds left. Rebels can force a turnover here, hit a 3. Suddenly it's a tie ball game. 16.7 left here in Vegas. We'll be back. It's a tense crowd here at UNLV. Rebs are down by 3. 87-84. Rams lead it. 16 seconds left in this one. Inbound pass goes. They have to. It's stolen by Walter Brown. Come on, Hamilton. Puts up a 3.
Oh my gosh, it is fouled.
And Kamani, oh my goodness.
11 seconds remaining.
11 seconds.
Staying on the ground here, taking his time, but just getting up.
Oh
look
my gosh,
at a little lip there, but
that 3. Suddenly Rebs are up 1. And so Kamani Hamilton, was he at the 3? Oh no. They're not gonna call it a foul. They're gonna call it. You're calling it
out of bounds?
An out of bounds play.
Wow.
So I thought I heard the whistle. I thought I heard the whistle. And I saw the whistle too. Wow. I saw the whistle. I heard the whistle by one ref.
It looked like he was in.
It looked like he was in. And
now Colorado's going to go to the line.
Colorado State's going to go to the free throw line. So one ref called it a foul, and the other one blows it off and says, no. We're calling it an out-of-bounds play. Wow. That changes the game. Chase Butler at the line.
The fans get loud here. Hopefully they can stop this from going in.
Butler hits the first one. Has to miss this one if the Rebs want any chance of coming back within one possession. So Butler, with the whole stadium in his ear, shoots it and hits it. And so 11 seconds left. I mean, we've seen crazier. 89-84, 11 seconds left to go. Lawhorn takes it, shoots up a 3, off the backboard and good, or not good, excuse me. And Howie Fleming gets it off the glass, and that one's good, excuse me.
Wow. I still can't get over that Kamani Hamilton call.
Kamani Hamilton shot the ball. One ref called it a foul.
The other said, nope, he was out of bounds.
He was out of bounds. I didn't even see he was out of bounds. If anything, he was inside the 3.
Exactly. If anything, I thought they were going to count it as a 2.
As a 2-point play. And suddenly this changes the whole game. I mean, 89-86, 2 seconds left. Likely done here.
I would like to see that replay one more time. They only showed it once for us.
I would also like to see that replay to see if what happened with that call. So 2 seconds left.
Fans start leaving the arena here.
Fans are piling out. Lawhorn shucks up a 3. Not going to go. So Rebel fans go home disappointed. 91-86. And a hard-fought battle between two teams. With Colorado State just getting it done. Responding back every time down the lane.
It's going to be a tough one to swallow. Yeah, all those backdoor cuts, backdoor passes really killed it for the Rebels. Like I just said, it's going to be a tough one to swallow. They head to Air Force, hopefully get a win there. And then the big one coming up soon at GCU.
Yeah.
They're going to need to win that game to have some momentum going into March.
Yep. So, from the broadcast booth, I'm Whitaker Levis, joined by my partner, Ricky Lust. Make sure you follow us on all socials at Rebel Sportsnet. And